Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley and I am new to YouTube, so this is my very first video ever. And to kick things off, I decided that I wanted to do my 15 and pregnant story. Of course, I'm going to be very honest about this. This is all things that actually happened to me. This is going to be very honest, so if you guys are sensitive to things like this, I wouldn't recommend this video for you. But this is going to be a story time, so grab whatever you need, grab your snacks, grab your blanket, your pillows, get comfortable because we're about to dive into my story. It all started in middle school when I met my baby daddy. At first we were really good friends. We were close. I think he had a little crush on me, but I wasn't for sure. Then, after a while of being friends, he decided that he wanted to make things official with me. He wanted a relationship. So, he kept trying to push me to be in a relationship with him. And at first, I was just like, no, let's not ruin our friendship. But then, of course, I fell for it. We got together. We were together all the rest of 8th grade year because we got together towards the end of 8th grade year. So, we were together for the rest of that year, summer, that whole 9th grade year, and then at the end of 9th grade, that's when we kind of started having our rock bottom stage where we were just having problems. So we would break up a lot and get back together, and we were just really immature teenagers in a relationship. So one of the times we were broken up, I had messaged him and I was like, hey, I think something's up. And then he's like, what do you mean by that? And I said, well, I've been having cramps and my boobs are sore, but no period. And then he's all like, no, you're fine, you're fine. And I, being me, I thought I was fine too. I didn't think it could happen to me. But all teenagers have that mindset. It can happen to anyone. If you're having sex unprotected, then it can happen to you. It can happen to your parents. Pregnancy can happen to anyone if you're sexually active and not using protection. Anyways, after that conversation, we kind of just dropped it. We didn't think anything of it, but I did tell my mom because I could go to my mom about anything back then. So I told her, I was like, hey, I think something's up. And then she's like, why do you say that? And I said, because my period's 10 days late and I've been having cramps and my boobs are sore and still nothing showed up. And then she said, well, that's how I found out I was pregnant with your brother. When she told me that, my heart kind of just started beating a little fast just because that meant, okay, there was a chance I could be pregnant. We kind of just changed the topic. A few days later, she brought it up again. She was like, hey, have you gotten anything yet? Like, have you gotten your period yet? I said no. So she took me to the store to get a pregnancy test because, of course, she was my mom. If I was pregnant, that would make her a grandma. So she wanted to know. Like, I was 15. She took me to get the test and we went back to our house, and she actually went into the bathroom with me just to take the test because she was eager to know. So of course I took the test. It was just a simple plain urine pregnancy test, and I let the stick sit on the counter because you're supposed to let it sit for like 5 minutes. And I was just sitting there and I was just like, okay, I'm not pregnant, this is not gonna happen. And my mom was actually the first one to look at it, and she's like, Ashley, you're pregnant. When she said those words, my life flipped. I knew my life was going to be different. I knew that, okay, I am no longer a little kid anymore. So I had to grow up. I was upset, I was shocked, I was surprised, I was crying. Just all these emotions came out because me being 15, I was not ready to be a mom. And I'm pretty sure that no 15-year-old is ready to be a mom. So my mom thought it was a good idea that we would actually go to my baby daddy's house and tell him in person. Me being the petty 15-year-old I was like, no, I'll just tell him over text. But you know how moms are, they're in charge. So we were on our way to his house and I messaged him. All I said was, hey, I'm on my way. After that, I turned off my phone and did not message him. I kind of feel like he had an idea that I was pregnant just because I had told him a couple days earlier that I had a feeling something was up. So in the car ride, me and my mom established a plan that, okay, I was gonna go into his room because I'm pretty sure he was gonna be in his room, and I was gonna tell him the news. And then I was gonna go out to the front room, me and him both, and break it to his parents right then and there. I did not have a chance to hide things or no, everything was right then and there. That 24 hours of my life was probably the most crucial 24 hours of my life. Ugh, telling the news was not easy. As soon as I got to his house, I went in his room and I threw the test at him. I bet he was not expecting that because I did it out of anger. I don't know why I was angry. I really don't remember, but I was angry. And then he said, okay, well, what does this mean? Sorry for that interruption. There was a stupid plane making noise. But, okay, where was I? I threw the pregnancy test at him and he said, what does this mean? And I said, I'm pregnant. I started crying again because I was just so emotional that day. I didn't know what to do. And I was all like, I don't know what to do. I can't be a mom now. I'm 15 years old. And he just got up and he hugged me. He's like, hey, we're going to be okay. We're going to get through this. So after I told him the news, we went out and we all sat down. I don't think his parents were expecting to get the news they got, but we broke it to them. And she said, well, how do you know for sure? My mom said, well, here's the pregnancy test. You can look at it. So his mom made me go and take another test just to see. So I took another test at his house and that one came up positive too. So by then I was kind of 100% sure I was pregnant. So they were really supportive about everything. They were just saying, okay, well, you guys are young, but we can get through this. Just make her a doctor's appointment to see if everything's legit, and then we will go from there. So my mom made me a doctor's appointment for the next day, and we went in and they did a blood pregnancy test. So after that came back, they said, yeah, you are pregnant, but so in order to take a pregnancy test, your hormone levels, like, of that pregnancy, whatever it's called, I don't know for sure. If any of you guys know, you guys can leave it down in the comments, but there's a certain hormone level that your hormones have to be at, and it's 500 for pregnancy, and mine was at 500. So the doctors were worried, so they took me into an ultrasound, and all they seen was a sac, like a amniotic sac. So an amniotic sac is where the baby goes, but there was a tiny, tiny dot, and it was way too little to have a heartbeat yet. So by then they kind of diagnosed me with a threatened abortion. A threatened abortion is where you don't know if your cells are going to go up or down, so you don't know if there's actually going to be a baby or not. So they told me to basically just take it easy, don't get stressed, get on bed rest, and kind of just wait and see, come back a couple days later, take the test again and see where I was at. During those couple days, that was probably the most stressful time in my life because me and my baby daddy were not back together, and when we broke up, of course we were petty, like I said, and we would do stupid things. So we both hurt each other in our own ways, but thankfully we were able to forgive each other, and we eventually worked through all of our problems that we were having at the time. And turns out that, oh, I actually ended up pregnant. So I was pregnant for, I want to say 38 weeks because I did deliver early. I was pregnant for 38 weeks. I found out the gender at 18. I had a little girl, and on December 22nd of 2018, I had my baby girl, Liliana Medina. She was born at 6:57 a.m. She was 6 pounds, 15 ounces, and I knew the moment that she came into this world that I was going to be that girl's protector forever. I knew that, okay, even though I'm young, I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to be this little girl's mom. I would not give motherhood up for anything. That is my main priority, to make sure I raise her the best I can. But I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. Like, I'm 16 now. I had her when I was 16, and right now she's 4 months old. So I have a 4-month-old baby. It's hard. Being a parent is hard, and pregnancy is really hard. So I give kudos to all the moms out there. Just give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a coffee break if you can, and just tell yourself that you're doing a good job. Just hang in there, because every day makes the most of it. Every day is beautiful. You got to see their development, you got to see them grow. But I would not encourage any teen mom to get pregnant, just because it is very hard, and especially being young, I have a lot of struggles. Like, I am barely have my permits. I am under 18, so they have to have my mom or his mom, my baby daddy's mom, go to a lot of her appointments to sign for things. So it is difficult being a teen mom, I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I feel like I was put here to be a mom. If you guys want my labor and delivery story, just comment down below, because I'm open to doing any type of videos you guys like. If you guys want makeup videos, you guys can get makeup videos. If you guys want vlogs, you guys can get vlogs. If you want more of my life as a mother and my baby's life, then let me know too, because I am open to whatever you guys want. Thank you for joining me on this story time. Of course, it's very hard for me to open up and actually tell the world my story, so I'm asking, please no hate. This is all positive vibes here. My channel is positive vibes. We don't like to hate on one another. So if you have hate, save it for later. Throw it in the trash. Say it to the wall. I don't want to hear it. But thank you guys so much for staying and listening to my story. Yeah, I hope to see you guys in other videos, and I hope this is a beautiful start to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Bye.